Hey guys, just made a Patreon page. If you're interested, check it out in the description below. What is going on, everybody? It's MrAeroHD here. We're back in with another episode of Dialed In. Back to day 2 of however many days. I may even upload twice today. If you're seeing this early on in the day for Eastern time zone, then yeah, there's going to be 2 uploads today. Yay! There's just such a long list of cars that I have to do that if I did one a day, it's going to take me literally a month. And I'm really excited to get back on this actual schedule that I have. So, yes. And then once we get closer to the schedule being done, then we'll, cut it back. But anywho, this is a V8 swapped. Yay, I know. I'll explain in a minute. Honda S2000 CR, whatever the crap they call them. I painted the wing black, so when it gets dark, I can pretend it's not there. Anyway, I put the V8 in it because I don't know. I always felt like this was something you could see in Formula Drift. That, and I was trying to build this car to be a VFD car, a virtual Formula Drift car. They have certain tire rules and weight rules, so I was like, that's my bad, homie, in the Regal that I brake checked there. If you're watching this, my bad. Yeah, so there's certain weight rules and stuff that you have to abide by. So I was trying to build this car to be in that series, and then turns out I didn't do that, and I went with another car, which you guys will see soon, eventually, that if you don't already know. But I ended up going with another car, and I chose to downscale I had the power up to like 700 in this car. I took the twin turbo out, and then I just kind of modded it a little bit, so now it's got about 530 brake horsepower and 502 foot-pounds of torque, and it weighs 2,500 pounds. So I cut the weight by 100, and then I cut the power down from the 700 and something that I was at. Something I learned with this car, something that you guys may not know what to do. Full tire width in the rear is not always the best option. Because this car only can get 235s in the front, you don't want to put its full 295 in the back, which is just going to feel weird. So I originally had it with 265s, and then I upped the power from, it was like a 510, so I upped the power 20 or 30 horsepower, and then decided to put one bigger tire width in the back. And the result is a lot of grip. There's a lot of grip in this car. You can argue maybe a little bit too much. Look at this guy. Look at this big dick in the Regal. I'm joking. And I ruined it again. I screwed him again. I felt like if I got down to the inside, I'd be okay, but again, Mr. Regal. I was a little bit pissed at that, but now that I rewatch it, I realized that I'm big dumb and it was my fault. Shoutouts to the guy in the Mazda RX MX-5 Cup too. He was doing well. But this was actually a decent lobby, minus the guy in the Lamborghini who was running into people. Not on purpose, he just was dumb. Anywho, this car has a lot of grip, and of course, this 5.7 liter V8 goes in basically everything, so you guys know that's a good engine. My only complaint really is same thing about like the Mercedes, but not as bad. It's very knife edge, but that's basically because this car is not made for a full track. This car was tuned to run around a section, so it's not made to be going at 120, 130 all the time. So when you get up to this high speed, it's not as stable, but it's fine at like section E stuff. So again, all platform and drivetrain are raced. That's why you will not be seeing them in the tune. The sliders are going to look weird on the ride height, but that's just because how the car comes stock. Like the front nose is just like slammed on the ground. So it looks like I cranked the front ride height, but like if you look at the values, I think it's 5.3 in the front and 5.3 in the rear. I tried it with the front raised a little bit, and then I was like, this feels a little strange. So I switched it to just being the same height, and then it wasn't like exponentially better, but it made me feel a little bit more comfortable driving it. Again, full front width, and then rear width, I decided to go 275s. That even may be a stretch. 265s may be a little bit more comfortable. But the point of this is like, just you're focusing on balance more than you're focusing on like just outright grip, because that doesn't work every time. So yeah, we're gonna get into the tune here, I believe. Nothing. Some things are a little strange. I have the gearing tune for twin turbos that aren't there anymore. A little bit more front camera. Any roll bars, again, I didn't change, but I liked how it felt. And again, ride height looks really weird, but if you look at the values, it's not weird at all. So yeah, the car's a little bit stiffer than it would normally be, but again, this is not really made for full track drifting. But thank you guys very much for watching. I really appreciate the support. Thank you very much, and peace. Take care. Bye. Hey, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, make sure to give it a like, and if you want to see more, click the subscribe button. Also consider becoming a patron at my Patreon page, patreon.com/MrAeroHD. Want to follow me on social media or want to hear the song that you heard in the video? Please check the description.